What's happening, guys? And welcome back to the Galactic Explorers podcast, episode 11.
Not this shit again.
Do you know what? Guys?
What?
We're gonna have a vote, and the audience is gonna get to vote to choose to kick James out or not.
Whoa. Hang on a second.
So yes.
This wasn't in the contract.
What contract? Oh,
contract.
that one what I written on this piece of toilet paper for you. Okay. Yeah. I am your host, guys, Lunchbox, and today we are joined by James and Phil.
Good
Hello.
morning.
How are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I'm done with my coffee.
Okay, well done. So
I'm
if
doing alright.
good man, good. So if we randomly just get Phil saying, "I'm great, thanks, guys," then you know,
I'm great.
Just like
I'm great. Thanks, guys.
20 minutes into the podcast, and you know why. So the countdown continues to the release of No Man's Sky. I just want to cry. I want it to be here already.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so done with the wait.
I know.
9 days to go till No Man's Sky. I'll wait a second.
Exactly. It would have been 9 days, or what was it? 6 days for US or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's almost like pulling out early.
No, it's almost like your girlfriend pulls out early and then just doesn't carry on. That's what it's more like. That's what it's more like. For anyone under the age of 16, just ignore that bit. Or 18 in the US. I'm not quite sure what the legal age is there, but yes, it kind of sucks that the fact that we're like a week away in general from the original release date, but new awesome games come out in the next 3 days. Well, release their information and shit on E3, which I'll post all the links down in the description below. In fact, why would I do that? Costs when this podcast goes out, E3 will be over.
Yeah.
Ignore that bit, but yeah, E3 is this week, so yeah. New games galore. We shall see what comes out. Ooh.
Yeah, biddy. Like that, baby.
But hopefully we shall see some No Man's Sky stuff. Big thumbs up. Which will be what day was it? It's the Tuesday evening, morning, depending where you are in the world. Will be Sony's press conference. So so if you don't watch it live, make sure you go rewatch it or whatever on YouTube. It'll be around somewhere, if not IGN, etc., etc. So let's get on with today's podcast then, because there's pretty much a hype train about this game. I want to know, why are you guys so hyped for this? And why do you think it's such a big thing from a small company? So who wants to start us off first?
Can you give me a second? I need to let the fucking cat out.
See, that's the only pussy you get. Boom! Boom!
Oh my god.
Got him.
That's why he goes on Plenty of Fish, because cats like fish. He's totally not here for this bit, is he?
He's not either. We
No.
can say whatever we want. at the moment, I think.
Exactly.
Right, I'm back.
Hi.
Wait, what? What? Why are you
Nothing.
laughing?
No, it's really
Nothing
funny.
at
I'm
all.
actually going to post
Just go on about your business. It's okay.
I'm going to post all this onto the what you call it, the podcast. I'm not going to edit
Watch this episode now.
Yeah, exactly. And I might edit it and put it right at the end, so you got to watch it all the way to the end, just to make you suffer.
There you go.
Uh,
That way he has to listen to the whole podcast to
Egg-
get a better review.
Exactly. So yes. So why do you reckon this game is such a big deal, and why are you so hyped about this game?
For me, I think the hype is, there's like two different kinds of hype. My hype is started before the global hype. Like, I was into this game before PlayStation even picked it up.
Okay.
And so, like, you have those two kinds of hype. There's going to be that general, because, like, it's almost out. PlayStation's pumping it. So there's noobs and everybody's like hyped about it.
Yeah.
But my hype is like deep seated.
Yeah.
Like, I know that this game is different than any other game. It might not look different to some people, but I know the mechanics are something that's never been done before, and that's where my hype comes from.
Yeah. I can get that. I mean, I didn't see this game until it was the E3 of 2014 when Sony announced it was on PlayStation, I think. That was the first time I saw it. I didn't see it because it was announced at some event in 2013, wasn't it? And I can't remember what.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but I didn't see it then.
Was it EGX?
It might have been EGX.
I actually found it. I was scouring YouTube for I was looking for a new game to buy, and I was looking for something building wise. Maybe horror, monster, survival, or something. I didn't know.
Kind of Minecraft.
I was like, I wanted to get away from everything. And I know that Steam's got like all kind of little indie games that you might not find on your own.
Yeah.
And anyways, I was like watching a podcast a kid was doing for his 10 favorite games that are up and coming. You know what I mean? And I saw it there. And then I was like, oh, that's interesting. And so the only thing I could find was on Hello Games aside from that one little casting I saw.
Yeah.
So I've been watching this for like a really long time.
Well, so seeing that you saw that game obviously before, I mean, was there any videos for it when you watched that video?
Not really, no. He was just talking kind of like vague. Basically, he was repeating what Hello Games website had on it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
So you didn't see anything on it?
No, I was just totally intrigued by the mechanics of it.
So when did you look at Hello Games afterwards, like see what other games they made?
Yeah, and I was like, they don't even have any other games. They just got like this little
Mobile
Danger Joe guy.
Yeah,
this is crazy. How did these guys even pull this off? You know.
See, I mean, if your initial reaction to that, can you imagine what a company like, say, if Sony looked at it and thought, how are they going to pull this off? They've only made a mobile game before, so they must have seen it and just thought, "This is incredible." Themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that kind of shows that there's gamers in charge at PlayStation, rather than just businessmen.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest, if you look at this game through a business person's eye, you're not going to pick it up, are you? I don't think. In my personal opinion, if you look at this game, you tend to look at the background of the creators and obviously what they've done in the last whatever amount of years. Because obviously, if they've made a game that's been really bad, you're very likely to pick up a game what they're planning on building again.
Right.
But to see like they've only made a mobile game, it's kind of like, oh, that's not a good idea. But then to put your faith in that team and the idea and run with it, it's impressive, man. It's really impressive. How about you, James?
Well, I think the hype's based around the sheer scale of the game, really.
Yeah.
So like if you saw this game at E3 and they were like, oh, we've developed like 200 worlds.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't be. It's just an impressive game, really. Like, the developers have told us so many things already and still kept so many things secret.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to describe my hype for it.
Yeah.
I can feel
incredible.
it. I can feel it coming out of you.
Yeah. It's
hard to explain.
Speechless, and it makes you speechless, and it's hard to describe.
It's literally like when I was back as a kid and I still believe in like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Right?
When you were a kid.
I am
Still a child.
I can't deal with you anymore, Ash.
No, but I can understand this. I mean, even like you said, even if they only made 200 worlds, if they were still like the same size as the planets that are in the game now, 200 like full size planets, that is still
that's still very impressive. But
yeah,
the fact that they're creating a whole fucking universe,
yeah, exactly.
That just blew my mind. Like when I think I first saw it in 2013, and I didn't really pick up on the information in the video. So I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe it's like 50 to 100 planets or something.
Mm.
And then in 2014, I looked it up again, and then like I saw like the universal map.
18 quintillion planets.
And I was like, what?
I know.
How
right?
the hell? Like, games rarely make my jaw drop.
Yeah.
But that was straight away. I was like, wow, this blows my mind.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's also, although it is going to be a finished game, well, not a finished game, but a game that is playable without any updates or anything like that. It's still pretty much a concept, isn't it? There's no other game like, I mean, you do get other games where the universe is huge, like there's actual full-size universe, but you can't. There's not the diversity of planets, like ecosystems and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a kind of a concept. It's never been done before. It's just.
Well, I mean, like you have games like.
Go on, sorry.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's alright. Go on, mate.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, you have games like Elite Dangerous and stuff like
Yeah.
that. However, they're focused more on the actual space side.
Well, it's more like a simulation, isn't it? It's like a
Yeah.
space flight simulation.
Like,
simulator.
I don't believe you can fly down into the planets on that, can you?
There's the update. Well, there is. You can on PC, and the update's just come out for the Xbox One, where you can land on certain planets, but it's more like Mass Effect 2, or like the first two Mass Effects, where you land on and you get in that big buggy, and you drive around in those barren worlds in this big buggy. I don't think you can actually get out of the ship, out of the buggy yet, but you don't have these big like tree planet like life. Lively planets.
It's literally just barren
Yeah.
planets, really.
But I think you can find like other stuff on there and things, but it's not to the scale of No Man's Sky.
That's another thing that blows my mind. It's like 18 quintillion planets. Just there's so many things that I'm going to see and not be able to see at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. But I guess because you can't, it's going to be impossible for anyone to do it. So it's kind of okay. It makes it okay because it's not like like when you do a game and you just can't find that one secret what you've been trying to find, and everyone else and your friends have found it, but except for you. And it's just going to drive you insane. That's okay because in this game, if you don't see it, more than likely nobody else will ever see it.
Well, this is why I think live stream is going to be good for this game, because you can watch someone else's live stream all the way up to like the center of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And it could still not spoil anything for you. It won't ruin your gameplay experience of the game.
Exactly.
Right. Or if you just wanted to get your fix, you can watch somebody else play, and I think it'll be almost as exciting as playing it.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Kinda,
whilst I'm waiting, when America gets the game, like we've got like a couple of days wait, haven't we?
Yeah.
I believe. So yeah, I'll just be watching all the live streams. For a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm gonna live stream as soon as I get it going.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because, like you said, you're gonna be able to watch for 2 days straight. And you'll probably pick. The only thing that will probably get ruined for you is the game mechanics.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Right.
I mean, there's not really a story to get ruined for you.
They did say there was a lore, but I'm guessing like with 18 quintillion planets, it's gonna take a long time to discover like the lore of the game.
Pretty
more
much,
than 2 days worth at least.
So it is crazy. It's going to be a story for everyone who plays it, their own story for everyone. So, I think for me personally, I think it was how lively the planets are, like the life on some of the planets, what attracted me most, and like the artwork, like it's not trying to be realistic. It's their own artwork style. And things like that, and it's incredible to me.
All these new games setting unrealistic expectations for other games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, this one's going to put that over the top.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder sometimes too. Like Sean tries to explain things in a way we can understand and show us things that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
I.e., four-legged mammals, fish with fins, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They say 18 quintillion planets in a universe. But when I watch how he designed the game and this and that, and it is very Minecraft based as far as the mathematical equation, the algorithms and all that he's talking about.
Yeah.
In Minecraft, there is no real edge of the game on a computer. Like, you can literally run in a straight line until you gather so much data that your computer will crash.
Yeah.
It's an infinite amount of blocks, technically. There's a ceiling and a floor, but left, right, back and forth is
it's
forever,
infinite, yeah.
You know, and I think this game is like that more than like the way he talks about it. 18 quintillion planets. Okay. Theoretically, what if you did get to all of them and then you get to that last one? Are you going to hit an edge? I don't think so. I think this game will literally keep going. I think it can produce more than what he says, is what I'm getting at.
Mm.
You know, because he says there's no wall. You can fly out into space forever. Well, if that's the case, then the game must go on forever until your computer crashes.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be nothing there. You might just fly out into empty space, and there'll be just
maybe
nothing there. So there's the number of planets might be accurate, but actual empty space.
Yeah, you got a point there.
You might just keep flying, but you might not hit a wall. You might just keep flying and flying and flying. So if you fly for like literally in real life, fly for a whole year in a straight line, it will take you It'll take you a whole year to fly back, but you won't see anything until you get to that point where you started off from. So that
could you imagine if you took off the wrong direction then?
What would be bad if you tried coming back in the wrong direction and you went off like a slight 1 degrees off?
Yeah,
you'd end up like so far away from where you started from. It's crazy.
But I think this game is going to inspire so many other new games to come out. Like these days, like MMOs and like RPGs and those kind of games. Everyone's trying to get bigger maps. Like think of like the Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
Like that map is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
But from now on, I can honestly see developers using procedural generation to make the maps even bigger.
Yeah,
because that's what people want these days. They want big maps that they can explore endlessly and have hours of fun on.
The problem that I can see with MMOs using procedural generation. I mean, I'm not a big MMO fan, but is with No Man's Sky, the file's only about 10 to 20 gigabytes, right?
Yeah.
And all the procedural generation is mathematics, so it's obviously saved onto your hard. It's actually saved onto the PlayStation or onto your PC. And it only takes up that amount of space because it just... When you're in that certain area, obviously you see whatever's there. Obviously when you leave, it disintegrates back into these mathematics. That's why it's so small. Now, that's the thing with MMOs. MMOs tend to have a storyline, don't they? And they tend to obviously follow a storyline, and that story will take you to certain places in that game's world.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you make a procedural universe, that universe is going to be so big that is the story even relevant. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
It could inspire even like bigger, longer campaigns, but that's just my 2 cents. It could not happen at all, you know.
I mean,
it's already happening. Actually, it's already happening. You know, like I said in the past, I'm going to school for stuff like this, so I'm always reading about different things and checking stuff out. I got tired of it at the moment, but while I was playing Ark, I've also been playing 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard about that one.
Yeah.
Zombie game.
Yeah.
They have implemented procedural generation for their maps.
Okay.
And
is it on like a much smaller scale though?
No, you can literally run forever. It just keeps generating land and water and crap. There might be an edge to it. I'm not sure. I never ran around far enough to find an edge.
Right.
But the thing that I've seen with it, because it's a MMO technically, everything tends to look the same after a while.
Yeah.
You see the same random repeating stuff over again, and there's, as far as I can tell anyway, there's no way to make it look like have a custom area, if you will.
Yeah.
Like in Ark, the maps are made using Unity, and you can procedurally generate your map, just using random stuff. But you can also custom make things in like 3ds Max and implement it into your map afterwards.
That's quite cool.
And you can't, like, for instance, I play the Valhalla map, which is somewhat procedurally generated, but the new map that won the new download content, the center, it's totally handmade.
Oh, okay.
And it's really, there's like a skull mountain and stuff like that.
That's such a nice map.
Problem with it is that it's so small.
Yeah.
If you go to the Valhalla map, you can fly to the ceiling of the Valhalla map and barely see the whole thing. The center map, freak, I can fly across that thing and back in like 5 seconds now on my fast bird. You know what I mean?
See, I think that's why...
You got to sacrifice size for content, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I think there will always be a place for design.
Handcraft.
Handcrafted maps or whatever like that. I can only see procedural generation working in certain games. Like, I mean, there was that interview with Sean where they asked him, can this kind of technology be implemented into like a smaller place? Would he make a game so like Skyrim size, but using procedural generation? So the map's that small, but the amount of detail that you can get from procedural generation in a world that small. So obviously you could, you could find the smallest of details like insects and stuff like that crawling around. There is some games where it can be implemented. I think other games it'll just be a bit stupid, like racing games. I think it would be a bit silly.
Racing games would be pointless, yeah.
Yeah, because procedural generation isn't perfect. There's been people complaining about No Man's Sky where they'll see some of the terrain, but then a plant or a tree is like half clinging onto the terrain.
Right.
And it's like half sticking out of the ground in a non-natural looking way. And can you imagine that with a racetrack? So this racetrack just suddenly just like jumps out at an angle, and it just doesn't look right and things. So, I mean, maybe in like silly racing games, maybe like Mario or something, it could work, but in general, no. And as well with racing games, obviously, the more simulation out there and arcade kind of games. But then, like you say, in other games with which their main aim is scale, procedural generation is a very good tool to use. How did we get onto this topic anyway? I
don't know.
Right. So we talked about obviously the hype of the game and our personal expectations and things like that. Now, next thing I want to talk about, I was reading something earlier, and obviously we all know about these bots they sent out into the game to send information back and things. Now they send back, I can never remember how you pronounce it. Is it GIF or is it GIF?
I believe it's pronounced GIF, but
I will believe that will be a battle until the day humanity dies.
Yeah.
It's like what came first, chicken and the egg. It's literally that.
Either way,
GIF or GIF.
It's the same with meme into or meme or whatever they call it. It's, you know what I'm talking about anyway. These bots send back these GIF images to the team, and obviously they can quickly scan through them and obviously see if things look okay. That's how these bots work. So, I'm wondering, what would you like to see happen with these GIF images? Can you just imagine if they released like a scrapbook, like once the game is released, of all these GIF images in this scrapbook, showing you like how like in DVDs where they showed you how they made the film, but as a book, and they showed you how they made the game, and it's just all these GIF images of what these robots have sent back to the developers.
That would be so awesome.
I know. I was just like thinking about it earlier. Like, what else could you imagine they could do with like the data or these GIF images and everything back from these bots?
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
You know what would be really cool to see? I don't know if this is even possible though.
What?
You know when that whole thing got real popular, where you take a whole bunch of pictures, you make them itty bitty, teeny tiny, you pump them into that program, and it'll make a picture or something.
Oh, so it'd be like the No Man's Sky logo, but it would just be made up of all small pictures. That would be quite cool.
Imagine, but a GIF is moving. It's like 5 or so seconds of movement.
Footage, yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder. Come on, tech guys, if you're watching, figure this out for me.
Yeah, put it in the comments below.
Make a GIF out of a whole bunch of tiny GIFs. So, like, all those GIFs put together, and make a GIF of one of those probes looking back and forth, made out of, like, thousands of little bitty GIFs.
That would be quite cool. All the
that'd be kind of neat.
The Atlas, when in the trailer in the Atlas, when it's there's that heartbeat kind of move, that red orb in the middle of the Atlas.
Right?
Oh, that'd be quite cool. I just saw it. Awesome. I just thought to myself, like, what are they going to do with all these images? It's technically not spoiling the game because they completely reset the universe. Obviously, everything's been renamed back to what it was originally, or with no name or anything. So it'd be quite cool. Obviously, we're not going to see half of these creatures, so it would kind of be showing us some of the stuff that we're missing. We think, I would love to have discovered that animal or whatever, things like that. And it would be nice to see like some of the bugs that they came across while inspecting these GIFs, and like see like a cow walking upside down or something. I don't know. But yes, so guys, tell us what you think about the hype about this game and your expectations, and also tell us what you think they should do with some of the information about the game, what all the bugs and things. Should they like give us a scrapbook and everything like that? So yes, thank you to James and Phil for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I love you guys.
I love you too, even though you're a dick.
You love my dick. Wait, what?
What?
Okay, on that note, I think I'll leave these two lovebirds alone.
Free time, woo!
I'm coming for you next, Phil. I'm coming for you. So yes, thank you for joining me, guys. And for me to you guys, well, first of all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do it now. You've seen the picture. You've seen the picture. You've seen the picture changing around on the video if you watch the video. But yes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And for me to you guys, I will see you next time.